who is going to explode. Every single year, there's a crop of new bands that rises to the top. You pretty much know exactly where I'm going with this. Today, I'm going to be talking about some bands that I think will blow up this year in 2025. All right, first band on my list is emo band Stella from Oregon. And to me, this is pretty self-explanatory, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the monthly listeners right now. Damn near 18K, bro. Damn near 18K monthly listeners, and I know that is a hefty amount. A lot of you are probably like, damn, this band obviously is going to blow up, you know what I'm saying? You're not saying anything that isn't obvious, but I don't know, man. 3 songs out, and they have garnered a fantastic fan base at this point. I can 100% see this band rising to the top, kind of in that Versus Self, kind of in that Oakwood realm. You know what I'm saying? And those bands have hundreds of thousands of monthly listeners. And I could definitely see Stella being one of those bands that rises to the top. And I say that because the music is beautiful. The music is beautiful. And we're kind of in this age, especially like during TikTok, you know what I'm saying? TikTok is in love with emo. TikTok is in love with 90s emo. And this is the type of sound that Stella provides. And I'm not just saying like the alternative, you know, type of community, emo community, all that stuff. You know, I'm not just talking about them. I'm talking about people that are, you know, mainstream people, like, you know, regular, well, not regular, but you know what I'm trying to say, like people that are, you know, around the streets that don't really know these bands, underground bands. They like this type of music as well, and they don't really know it. What I mean by that is we're kind of in this age where even sports pages, you know, sports people have these freaking edits with emo music in the background, and that is amazing. But a lot of people don't realize that it's this kind of emo music. A lot of people kind of just stay for the edit of whatever player, you know what I'm saying, whether it be like football, basketball, soccer, whatever it may be. But in the background, there will be these edits that have this freaking instrumentals from the 90s, and it supports the whole entire like thing. It's like very emotional, all this stuff. And Stella has that type of ability where it's like, boom, that song's going to blow up on TikTok. Like, bro, I remember like 6 months ago, something like that, there would be these amazing sports edits, like I just said, and Versus Self had one of their songs on there in the background that would be playing, and a lot of people don't realize that that was a Versus Self song, you know what I'm saying? And it's just something that's pretty awesome, you know? Like, you can help a band so much in that type of form, whether people mean to do it or not. And yeah, dude, it's awesome. I love it. And yeah, let me play a couple songs by them. I mean, they only have 3 songs, but I'm going to play my favorite song by them secondhand right now. Dope as hell, dude. Dope as hell. But just wait for the beat drop. Just wait for it. So good. Beautiful music, beautiful band. You know, it'll be like this year's emo band of the year, popularity wise, you know what I'm saying? Now here's a band where I recently just talked about them in a video, and we both listened to this band for the first time together. We were all together when this happened. I was listening to this band. Neotokyo Police is next on my list. And dude, I can hear colors whenever I'm listening to this band. Every song, a different type of sunshine, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of get the vibe that everything's a little bit like just happy. The instrumentals go crazy, quite unbelievable, and they're kind of in that, yeah, I could see this also being a song that blows up on here while you're talking about something probably emotional or whatever. I don't know how else to describe it, bro. Like, it's just like, it has that element where it feels relatable. It sounds really nostalgic. Most of the time, bands are blowing up on TikTok. You know, like, honestly, that's where a lot of people are looking for new music and I guess you could say on Instagram too, but most of the time trends are starting because of TikTok. I'm gonna listen to a song that I haven't really listened to. Oh my goodness. It's like echolocation, bro. Everybody can kind of create scenarios in their head, like whenever they're listening to these types of songs, you know what I'm saying? Like I could see myself being a little kid just walking the aisle at a grocery store, you know what I'm saying? It's just that type of emotion and feeling that this band has. Neotokyo Police, I already talked about this band before, but I must to talk about them again. Okay, next band on my list is the band Pushups. I remember being high on this band, but I'm ready to say that this band is capable of being in that same tier as Julie. Julie has a humongous fan base. Humongous. Rightfully so. They're dope as hell. They're nice people. I've interviewed them. And yeah, dude, they're dope. Dope ass people. And great band. They're in not a tier by themselves, but they're at the top of like the list of this new generation, and I've said that plenty of times. I feel like Push-Ups kind of has that potential to reach that type of same freaking stratosphere that Julie's in. So that might be a little bit too high praise, or for whatever you guys might be thinking I'm tripping, but in my opinion, they kind of have that aura, they kind of have that sound where you could say like maybe a little Julie inspired, like yeah bro, obviously, but I don't think they're like Julie inspired or anything like that. I feel like there's a little bit of Smashing Pumpkins in there in terms of like instrumentals and riffs and fuzz. And then the vocals are so cool. And I'm going to listen to a couple songs right here, or one song maybe, or maybe a couple songs just to get, so you guys can get that type of vibe that I'm trying to explain. I mean, look at the streaming numbers. The streaming numbers are not bad, bro. Like 396,000 for Twist. I'm going to listen to Twist just in case people haven't heard it. Clean riff. Dope, dude. What's not to like? See, I love this song, bro. I love this song. I want to listen to one of their most recent songs. It's Bleeding Thin. Fun vibe. Summer. Dope ass band, bro. The riffs that they have, the instrumentation, everybody's just in sync. It sounds very sunny, sounds very bright, but then the vocals come in, and to me, it's like this overcast, I almost said outcast, overcast, weather, cloudy type of fucking vocals, and it just mixes so damn good, bro. Push-Ups is probably my favorite band on the list, probably, most likely. Like, I'm glazing like crazy for some reason, but like, bro, I'm just saying, like, these are my predictions, you know what I'm saying? Next band on my list is the band Starling. When I listen to this band, it's dark, hypnotic, soft, but there's moments of explosiveness within there. The vocals are soft, so maybe some people might not like that, but to me, I like when, like, I don't know, I like different types of vocals, you know what I'm saying? The harmonies in there, golden, and you might be thinking I'm tripping for talking about bands that don't have a lot of music out, but I like finding bands that just sound good to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh damn, they sound good, and they don't have that many monthly listeners. I think they're worth talking about, and I can see the potential within this band, you know, just like blowing up just because good music, cool image, helps a lot. But instead of yapping, I'm going to show you guys a tune that I really enjoy, and I'm talking about Falling Down a Mystery Hillside. That is my favorite song by them, and you'll kind of get a glimpse of what I'm trying to explain here, but I feel like I'm really letting this band down by being kind of not really good with my words, but let's just listen to the music. Very earthy, hypnotic, right? I mean, this song right here kind of reminds me of like The Cure or something. Bottle Brush Tree, this part right here. And I'm excited to see like what they got going on moving forward. They are pretty dope, and my wild card band, Starling, for sure, I could see kind of have that sort of Glixen, maybe ascension, rise to the top. Dude, I feel so proud of saying that. I mean, a lot of people would have said that, you know what I'm saying? Like back 2 years ago or something like that. I was like, Glixen is going to blow up this year or something like that, and they just went crazy, bro. They went touring with a bunch of dope-ass bands. Last band on my list is the band Nodding Off. I needed a gazing band in here, you know what I mean? I needed that new gaze, grunge gaze, whatever you want to call it. I needed that type of band in here because I don't feel that that sound and that music will be falling off anytime soon, you know what I mean? I believe that that sound is here to stay and will be here for a long time because it's good music most of the time. And there's a bunch of bands that are, you know, trying to come up right now during this humongous wave of shoegaze and all this stuff. And you have your bands that kind of incorporate it a little bit more aggressively, like Narrowhead, Bleed, all that shit. Narrowhead. They have dope-ass riffs. They have a cool look. The music 100% matters the most because that's what people are listening to. Nobody's listening to your music just because you're a model or whatever. Like, nobody gives a shit if you're a model. But if your music is dope as hell and you have a cool-ass image, that will put you over the top most of the time whenever you're talking about streams and all that shit because everybody's like, oh my God, they are so cool. They sound so cool. It's just like if you have both of that, you're like the total package. But most of the time, the music can carry anybody, you know what I'm saying? The music can carry literally the ugliest motherfucker in the world. Not saying looks matter, but looks can help too, is pretty much my point. Goddamn. I have talked about this band before. I have listened to this band before. I did a clip about them, you know, listening to underground bands, and they had a dope-ass song called Nightcrawler. But I'm going to listen to Spit and Skyline, because I feel like those are two underrated songs, and, you know, yeah. Also, they don't have, like, a humongous amount of music out, but I don't care. I feel like this band will go far. I can see it. Hard-ass riff. Dope vocals. Love it. Dope-ass screaming. You see what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, they just have dope-ass production, dope-ass vocals. The screaming goes crazy. It's not too overwhelming for some people, you know what I'm saying? Everybody could listen to this band and will be like, goddamn, Nodding Off goes crazy. And yeah, this next song is Skyline.
People like you ever feel this way? I figure you don't seem so perfect all the time, or so generous to you. Never answered any of my prayers.
It'll get you jumping. Jumping riff. It's still punchy. It's kind of hype. It's kind of just not like positive, but the instrumental kind of gives me that happier type of vibe. I'm really happy about this pick. This is probably a band where I'm like pretty confident. Like I might be a little bit early on it, but I'm calling the shot now that Nodding Off will blow up this year. And I know this is a video that I would usually make in January or some shit like that. For some reason I didn't. And I'm making it in April. So there's still a lot of months left. And yeah, dude, that's pretty much my video. Let me know if I'm tripping, slipping like Scottie Pippen or whatever. Those are my picks, and I'm pretty happy. So, goodbye.